Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Hey, hey. How's things on your
Okay.
end?
Oh, things are going really well. I hope you can hear me okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Unfortunately, I'm driving. Um, so I had some more questions about Aiden.
sure.
He's doing absolutely fantastic, personality wise and outlook and just feeling
Hmm.
well. So because he's been on the frankincense and myrrh,
Hmm.
and he was inhaling the cinnamon, and I actually encouraged him to put some of the cinnamon in his water as well. Um, so that all seems to be going really, really well. And he was up to 6 drops a couple times a day of the frankincense and myrrh. And he's been doing great. He's actually his spine has actually even improved a little bit in the curvature. Um, and and more recently, we did get a spinal X-ray back, actually just last week. And so in the notes, I actually passed it along because it was a little bit lengthy, in hopes that maybe it would be better to look at it. And I don't know
Okay.
if you're able to do that or not, but it's
Yeah, yeah.
um, in the plant prana chat. I didn't share it with everybody.
Yeah.
She'll send it over to me. Yeah.
Okay. So my question is mainly, is there anything we can do? Like, what are our possible next steps? Like,
So, okay, so he's doing better, like personality wise and how he's feeling and interacting. What do we know
yes.
about, and the spine's improving a little bit. What do we know about the hormone levels? Like where are we at with the hormonal levels?
So he hasn't been on any growth hormone because we can't get a hold of it. It's like,
Right.
um,
And is he
so
noticing that he's not on human growth hormone? Does it feel like he's just
he's,
managing or?
it's, it's like, I don't even, when we talked to the doctor about it and he's had more testing done, like blood work done, it's like she wanted to go ahead and decrease the amount of growth hormone and just start out with a lower dose when and if we're able to get a hold of it again.
How much did she want to
So
reduce it by?
by 2 milligrams or two, or I don't even know if I'm using the right verbiage, but 2 grams or 2 milligrams, or
And how much was he taking?
he was taking like 7.6, and she wants me to go to
So
like
she's talking about,
5.6.
right, so she's talking about reducing it by 25-30%.
Yeah. And so my biggest concern is like his spinal alignment. And I think he's still growing. It's just the spine needs to come into alignment, and we're supporting him energetically. Um,
And
I
remind me,
just don't.
what's his age? Like, how old is he?
His bone age is about that of a 15-year-old, but he is 19.
So like sometimes what happens, like you would look at this more for like when there's a chronic health issue, or when actually where I look at this the most is actually in like spiritual practice or practices of like accelerating spiritual development, but it still can come back around for different health issues, especially when it's a little bit more endocrine related. And one of the things that we go through and we look at is we look for like, okay, is the autonomic nervous system balanced? And that's the involuntary part of the nervous system. And then the thing is, we look at the somatic nerves, which are your voluntary part of your nervous system. I don't usually look at this one too intensely, but we look at like, okay, are the sensory nerves overstimulated? And usually there needs to be some sort of purification on the motor nerves, the ones that have to do with action. But those are usually in a very specific kind of realm. And then the other thing that we look at would be like a balancing of the not autonomic function, balancing of the vital centers, which are like limbic function. The balancing of the limbic, just basically limbic centers, and so there can be odd imbalances there, and when there are imbalances there, it can impact endocrine function. I don't know about how much this would impact like the spinal misalignment, but it would probably impact the hormonal issues a little bit more. It would still be with pretty big dosages of the frankincense and myrrh. Like, I'd stay pretty hard on that. So we're doing 6 drops twice a day. The thing that I would do to balance out the vital centers would be that oil cistus. And you can have him inhale with his awareness between the eyebrows. You could also have him take a drop or two and rub it between the eyebrows. Or if he's doing okay with taking things internally, like a drop or two of cistus, just at different times than when he's doing the frankincense and myrrh.
Okay.
It could be 5 minutes afterwards.
Sure. Does it have to be different times? Like if he's willing to put it all together, is that okay?
I would just let his body like kind of like if he drinks it, like give it at least a couple of minutes. And then take it so that it's not just mixing with the frankincense and myrrh, because then it will start doing something a little different. So you want it to be a little bit separate, just for the sake of that it's going to do what it does by itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it sounds like he's doing good with the dosage that we have him on. I mean, we could always increase that still a bit more, but I think we're good with the dosage. Like 6 twice a day is pretty healthy. And so let's stick with that, and then do the cistus and everything else that's in motion, and we'll kind of play it by ear after that. Like maybe let me know how he's doing after about 10 days or 2 weeks.
Okay, so we're also, thank you. We're also like, just so you know, every time he gets a massage, she's putting them, we put on the margarine before he goes to help facilitate every time he goes to chiropractor, because she does some really great techniques that are really helping. We put the marjoram on, and then energetically when we're working together, like I've been teaching him some meditation techniques.
Sure.
And he's been using it, and like using sound and visualization for himself. So I'm just hoping that all of this kind of pieces together for him. So, but it sounds like we're on the right track. Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay, all right, take care.
Keep us posted on that.
I will. Thank you.
Glad he's doing better. I'm glad he's doing better.
It's remarkable, like just laughing and carrying on and just being silly, and it's just beautiful. So
and the thing is too, like, that we're seeing such good progress, sometimes it's just that and some time, like it just needs some consistent time treating it, and that it keeps improving. I think we can still keep reducing the amount of, let the doctor do it, but like the amount of growth hormone, I think that can still continually be reduced if we just keep treatment going on for a little while.
I hope so.
Yeah.
There's some type of gift that's happening that we can't get a
Yeah.
hold of it, and
Yeah.
we're doing all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Okay. Bye.